Empirical evidence demonstrates that between a third and a half of mentoring partnerships end prematurely, sometimes even before the end of the period established by the program. Not only are prematurely ended relationships less likely to be effective, they actually may be harmful in some cases and can provoke a range of responses, including feelings of anxiety and loss, sadness, self-blame, and anger, or a complex mix of these. Much length tends to be associated with close relationship and strong programs, and it is one of the best benchmarks of program effectiveness. The question is, what is the best way to match mentors and mentees, and how can we make mentoring more effective? The similarity attraction paradigm suggests that individuals are attracted to others with whom they perceive shared similarities. Research on social mentoring has extended the conceptualization of similarities to include personal components such as gender, age, race or ethnicity, interest. But does a perfect match really exist? And if so, what ingredients work well together? Here are some quick tips. In the first place, should youth and mentors be matched based on gender? Studies have found that mentees tend to pick same-gender mentors. Nonetheless, despite extensive recruitment efforts, a relative dearth of male volunteers has led some programs to enlist female volunteers to serve as mentors to boys. If this is your case, you don't need to worry. Findings suggest that mentoring programs may be able to facilitate longer, more effective matches by tempering mentees and mentors' expectations. Secondly, I want to talk about how important are shared interests in relationships. Research shows that mentors youth similarities at baseline in terms of demographic variables and interest in certain activities predicted a longer duration of mentoring relationships. Moreover, a shared dislike of activities was associated with longer matches than either shared interest or discordant interest in activities. For example, having a shared disinterest in playing a sport was protective against earlier termination relative to having a shared interest in playing sports. In the third place, the literature suggests that given the opportunity to choose their own mentors, youth would more often select mentors of the same race, ethnicity, and cultural background. Matching based on common experience such as being a refugee or a newly arrived migrant can be beneficial in promoting trust and connectedness. However, non-race matches were also useful in linking refugee young people with information, services, and networks. Which of these options do you prefer? Last but not least, does age matter? According to some studies, between the ages of 15 and 16, matches are usually shorter. Beyond age, adolescents who have sustained emotional, sexual, physical abuse or deal with feeling of stress caused by the occurrence of certain important events such as the incarceration of a parent or the recent death of a family member were less likely to experience a strong and lasting relationship. For these specific groups, the program must undertake proactive recruiting strategies to retain mentors who have prior experience in helping roles. Successful mentors are those who are sensitive to the issues in young people's life and have a strong sense of personal efficacy in relation to their ability to be a good mentor. Such research has important implications for our conceptual understanding of the role of similarity in close relationships, as well as practical implications for youth mentoring programs looking to create long-lasting and impactful matches between mentors and youth. If you want to know more, see you at European Mentoring Summit.